Well guys, I'm back out at the park again. It's the next morning. It's the 4th of May. Have a little bit of time before we do a Kentucky Derby party and probably consume too much bourbon mint julep. So thought I'd get out here a little bit, and again, the same park, the same general area, and I just got have a penny type signal about 4 inches, and popped out a big coin. I'm like, what the heck is that? First I thought it was like a clad Kennedy half or something, but it's old, and it turns out to be a British penny. See that? And it's looks like 1905. That's a neat find. You don't get these big British pennies very often around here. So that's pretty darn cool. So you know, just hunting in combined again around here, just picking through the iron. There's quite a few targets in here that I'm just kind of picking through. I just found pieces of an old 1950s car, you know, toy car that was broken up. Unfortunately, it would have been pretty cool. It's like an old Crown Vic or something. And did get a few wheat pennies too. So just gonna keep working this area and see what else we can find. Hopefully get some silver. Cool, neat find. Well, I just want to give you guys an idea, you know, kind of what kind of conditions that machine like this can find stuff in that, you know, obviously other detectors in the past have had trouble with. But you can hear how much iron and little tweaks of iron falsing and stuff that you get, you know, swinging in this spot. You know, you get those little high tone tweaks and combine, and you just got to kind of learn how to tell whether it's a false or whether it's a good target. Now see, that one's repeating pretty good. It's giving me a 41 at 5 inches. So that's definitely something I would consider digging. Usually if it's a false, it will, you know, the high tone will be there, then it won't be there. If you move around a little bit, it'll disappear. It'll move over 6 or 8 inches, you know, the high tone will. So it's just a way to kind of tell. If it stays put and it repeats, then you know, that's usually something you want to dig. And I'll switch over to my multi-tone pattern now, just to see what it sounds like there. You can see it's actually giving me pretty good numbers there. In multi-tone conductive, the numbers will usually jump up higher and usually be truer to what we're used to seeing on Mine Labs for numbers. And I'm getting a 1446. I don't know if you can see it there, but anyway, let me dig that and see what it is. Yeah, that was just an old piece of brass strapping or something, but you never know. I mean, that's how the coins show up too. But just want to give you guys an idea of what how much iron's in here and kind of what we're picking through. So on to the next. Just dug buffalo. Looks like a 1920. It's pretty shallow, about 4 inches maybe at the most. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. Awesome. Second buffalo of the year, and first one came last night, same park, so let's keep her going. Well, there's a snake in the grass, a garter snake. But I've left the park. I really hadn't found much more, and I got permission to hunt a very large old Greek Revival home. It was built during the Civil War. So the owner, Bob, gave me permission. Very nice gentleman. Told me that I could keep whatever I found. If I found anything good, just let him know. So I'm gonna do just that, and basically gave me a free reign of the property. If I find anything good, hopefully it hasn't been detected before, I'll let you know. I just dug a signal 46 at about 4 inches, and it's a 41 Washington. So that's first coin that I've dug here. Hopefully we'll get some older ones. That's awesome. Good way to start. Well, guys, I've been at the old house here for about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours, and have not found anything good since at Washington Quarter. That's how some of these houses are. But sure did a job of clearing some stuff out of Bob's yard. But anyway, I just got a decent, interesting find. It was only about 4 inches. It's a token. Martin Luther quadricentennial of the Reformation. That's kind of cool. Interesting. I'll have to look that up when I get home and see what that's all about, but that's kind of neat. So better than nothing. Let's keep going, see if we can pick something out of here before we take off. Okay, so I didn't do very good at that house, and in fact I left shortly thereafter and had a nice conversation with the owner. Very, as I said before, very nice guy. So now it's the next day, and I'm back at one of my favorite parks, one that I found seeded at last week in all those Indians, and kind of poking around, and got to just pull this out from under root. There's this big tree here, and it's an older Canadian penny, kind of corroded, but I don't know if it's 21 or 31, but anyhow, it was way down under some roots, but it hit kind of funny. It was hitting below Indian range, so I don't know what the deal is there. So I'll have to get home, get it cleaned up. The other side is really toasted, so can't really tell anything yet, but we'll get her home, get it looked at. On to the next one. Well, way down at the bottom of that hole, I had a really weak, like 41 conductive. Thought maybe it would be silver. Kept chasing it down deeper, and there's a coin, and if you can see that, but I believe it looks like the size of a 2-center. I'll take a look. Glare is terrible here. Yeah, oh yeah, I see the date already. It's like 1866. Looks like it's in pretty good shape. That's the first one of those I've gotten this year. I don't want to. My back is kind of toasty, so anyway, I'll get it home and see if I can clean it up a little better. But cool, the first 2-center of the year, 1866. Awesome. It looks like I finally got my first Indian for the day. It's down 6 or 7 inches, but it was kind of iffy Indian signal. I think I just dug one just over there somewhere a few minutes ago. What I thought was going to be my first Indian, and I'm like, finally got my first Indian for the day, and it turned out to be just some little what's it, and I'm thinking, well, that's not good. So I just came over here about 5 feet and got my first Indians. Couldn't leave this park today without getting at least one. Pulled a lot of Indians out of this park. Oh, I have and get a date off it for you guys. But yeah, it's like where the date's at there, it's kind of corroded, so we'll get it cleaned up when I get home, see what it is. On to the next. Well, hunting a new spot that I've stopped by a couple times before and hunted it, but I always thought that there should be something old here, because what used to be in the spot went back a long way. So, you know, just basically trying to find the depth at which the good stuff is, and you know, getting zinkins down to 4 inches. So looking for anything deeper than that, and I just got about a 6-inch signal that was like an Indian signal, and got an Indian, so that's a good sign. T91. Back is kind of gummed up, but fortunately the side that counts is good, so I'm going to poke around here a little bit more. I don't have much longer to hunt. I got to head home, but first good coin out of this spot, so hopefully I'll get more.